Hello guys, Tops here. Today, how does Flail Mastery work in Battle Bros? Like all weapon masteries, the skill builds up 25 less fatigue. Lash and Hail ignore the defense bonus of shields. Pound ignores an additional plus 10% of armor on head hits. Trash gains plus 5% chance to hit. Thrash is the AoE attack of the two-handed flail. So sadly, there is no reach flail, and there is no tier 3 one-handed flail. Overall, I would say one-handed flails are kind of nice early on to just ignore shield walls and score headshot on Brigand Raiders to loot armor. But they are not great duelist weapons, and I wouldn't make one-handed flail duelist weapons. Even the three-headed flail is not great damage. Kind of sucky, right? I tried a lot of stuff. I made videos about that. You can watch them specifically somewhere else. The two-handed flail, though, is interesting. And I think just casually equipping a two-handed flail versus shield wall users like Ancient Undead or Noble Houses might be worth it. Just on a casual guy, just give him a two-handed flail if you can, so you ignore the shield defense bonus. Nice to break up these nasty shield walls and get in there. But also, if you find a brute guy who does plus 15% damage on headshots, with Flail Mastery and the inherent additional headshot chance from flails, you have 40% headshot chance with a two-handed flail, you have a 40% chance of two-shotting Orc Warriors. It's just nasty. So there is a two-handed flail build with Headhunter in combination, and I like this build. It is a special build. I tend to only build it if I find somebody who is brute and still has enough melee skill, which is hard to find, by the way, or if I find a flame flail who has additional damage and or armor penetration. Because I like Headhunter as a damage perk, and flails with Headhunter, the two-handed flails, they just smash. Okay, so we have this guy. We have a two-handed flame flail on him. Doesn't have the most accuracy, is not the best bro, it's just a day tailor. But as you can see, 51 to 103 damage, and with mastery, we just get so much more damage on headshots. Also has a 30% chance to stun on a hit. That's additional utility. Yeah, hits to the head ignore an additional 20% of armor. Ignores the bonus to melee and defense granted by shields. And the AoE attack is basically a round swing. You hit everything around you, and has only a 20% chance to stun, has minus 10% chance to hit, and does less damage. So the AoE of this flail, unreliable, not that great. Most of the time doesn't do much, but the pound is actually pretty good single target damage, especially with Headhunter. So you can reliably headshot or two-shot Chosens on headshots. If you get the Famed one or the Brute trait, which gives you another 15% damage on headshot, you can reliably two-shot Orc Warriors. Yeah, so a lot of people say Headhunter is a bad damage perk because a lot of enemies have Steel Bro. If you actually check the Battle Brothers wikis, most enemies do not have Steel Bro, except for, I think the only common enemy that has Steel Bro is Ancient Undead, so the Skellies. Everybody else doesn't have Steel Bro. Of course, like the Hedge Knight has Steel Bro, the Executioner has Steel Bro, but outside of these like single very strong entities, like the common opponents don't have Steel Bro. Orcs don't have Steel Bro, Chosen don't have Steel Bro, Barbarians don't have Steel Bro, so like it's really nice to get in there and just smash your opponents. And since the two-handed flail got buffed, I think it's a pretty strong weapon, and Orc Berserkers, oh my god, are the most scary opponents in the game. This guy, full Battle Forge with Steel Bro, will get one-shotted by an Orc Berserker if he gets headshotted. So 40% chance if the hit hits on my brother to be one-shotted by an Orc Berserker. With Steel Bro, by the way. Without Steel Bro, it's like 100% chance of getting destroyed 2 times over. So that's why I like 9 lives late game, especially versus Orcs. Because the damage is nuts. Yeah. I really like this build. Again, I think one-handed flails are not worth trying to make into a duelist. They're kind of like early game armor farming stuff, but late game not really worth it. Good thing about this is You don't need to have quick hands and a backpack weapon, so you can get away with like lower fatigue values and still be really effective at dishing out high damage values. Yeah, and if you want to see all of my build guides, I've made multiple build guides on flails and how they work. You can just search on my channel for them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please tell me in the comments how you use your flails, and have a nice day. Bye bye.